Good morning, dear friends. I hope you had a lovely weekend and hope you're adjusting to the time change. How does the time change affect you? Sometimes I find it a little bit takes a few days to just adjust into the new time of getting up. And sometimes it feels just a little bit tired. And so with that being said, there are some energies changing in the month of March, and I wonder how is that happening for you? This is our usual check-in, the usual check-in that I do every week with you to look at what we can focus upon letting go of. So this is there's a lot of I don't know about you, but there's a lot of mental chatter going on, a lot of downloads, a lot of ideas popping through. And so this is a really good time to look at what are the ideas that are right for you, that are aligning with your core purpose, with your calling, and what are maybe just ideas that are for somebody else, or maybe an older version of you. So it's time to just, you know, I like doing things like just putting my hand over my heart and just seeing is this in resonance with my heart energy. And so what I'd like you to do with me, if you're here, and if you're here live, just say hi. It'd be lovely to see if anybody's here with me live. But if not, if you're on the recording, we're just going to kind of bring our energy together. And I'm going to shuffle the cards as we take a couple of nice deep breaths, just landing in this moment. Maybe just in your mind, have a think of what's going on for you, what's this week is about, what your energy is like today. Has the time changed anything for you? Take a nice deep breath. Feel yourself into this very moment. And another nice deep breath. Feeling fully into this moment. What can we focus on letting go of this week? And one more nice deep breath. What are we going to work on letting go in order to more fully hear our soul calling us, guiding us, the insights, hear the messages from our higher self, be on track with our calling, what we're intended to do? Are we fully bringing in the unique piece that only we have? Each one of us has a unique piece that only we have. And so this is interesting energy, because the card that has come up today is the belief that others are better than you. And so, this is something that comes up oftentimes with conversations that I have with my coaching clients, is that all too often we criticize ourselves. We put ourselves down because we're looking at how we are and compare ourselves to somebody else outside of us, and then think, oh well, they're way better, they're way more capable, they've got more money, they've got more resources, they've got a better relationship, they're more capable than I am. But what we're doing is we're actually comparing what we view on somebody else's outside with what's going on inside us. And we actually don't know what's going on in another person. Sometimes people are really good at putting a mask up that presents an image of having it all together, and then we judge ourselves based on what they've made us believe, or given, that they behind it they're hiding something. They're in pain, or they have, maybe they're even comparing themselves to you. That sometimes happens too. So how does that show up for you? And obviously, this, when we do this, it does dim our light, because we're disowning what is our gift. So watch yourself. Watch yourself when you go, oh, that person's better than me, or oh, I'm not as good as I could be over here. Just watch how that dialogue shows up for you. And I'm going to just read out of my guidebook here uh, what I've said. So I want you to just breathe into that. Where does believing other people are better than you, where does that show up? How does that show up? What's the kind of conversation? So that you can personalize and see how does that work for you. And it can be, I mean, this is all levels of things, right? Sometimes it's really high that we do that all the time. Sometimes it's just once in a while, or on a specific area. Like maybe it's in your business or your career, or maybe it's in your relationships, or maybe it's just in how you think of yourself. So just watch that. And then I'm going to read this out to see if this inspires any other areas. And so I start this with a quote from Lao Tzu. He says, when you're content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everybody will respect you. That's a powerful reminder there. And that's kind of the vibe I'm coming with today is what's your unique gift? Because every one of us does. We have something that only we bring, and it's our responsibility to share it, to bring it, to acknowledge it, to be a part of this big cosmic play that we're playing out in. The qualities and attributes you admire in others are simply reflections of the same qualities within you. However, you often falsely believe that others are better than you in some way. It's time to let go of this belief and allow all of your talent, beauty, brilliance, and creativity to shine through. The more you can acknowledge the beautiful qualities you already have, the more you open the door for more blessings and even more greater qualities to come through. So you really get a sense of that theme that I'm kind of saying is what is your specific gift, the piece that only you have, and how can you allow it to shine through? And the more you do, the more it shines, the bigger it gets. You know, I'm reading this book right now, and it just landed in my mind as I'm saying that sometimes when we know we have to do something and we're not sure what action to take, the best thing to do is take an action, anything, even if it's writing down, I'm going to take an action. If you're trying to write, just say, I don't know what to write. I'm writing anyway. And as we take action, that's when clarity comes. And actually, I've always said that that's part of my letting go process in the 5 steps is step number 3 is action. So once we know that, change is needed, I want something different, I want some inspiration, got to do something, got to get up out of that chair and move towards. And sometimes we move away from it too, but that's just part of the process. Anyways, just see how that lands for you. I'm just shuffling the Doreen Virtue's Angel cards because as part of this wee session that I do with you, I like to just check in with these cards because we get some more guidance. And so what I'm going to do is pick 3, and these are all going to be supportive ideas to help us let go of that belief that others are better than us or you. Believing that other people are better than you. Okay, so here, the very first one that comes up is soulmate. So isn't that beautiful? When we get in touch with what that unique piece is, we get to be our own soulmate. It's like creating, we are both halves that we want or we're looking for are within us. It's not to say that you don't connect with other people or get attracted to other people, but we find that wholeness within. And so by letting go of that idea that other people are better than you, embrace all of the amazing gifts that you have. When you see something in somebody else, recognize it, you've got it too. And that helps you accept yourself as you are. So self-acceptance is a really big piece about this. So just rewrite this story and create a friendship with yourself. Got to be your own best friend. That's what a lot of this letting go process that I teach people is that letting go of limited beliefs, letting go of preconceived ideas, and letting go of comparisons and shaming yourself and feeling guilty and feeling not enough. All of these things, it's to let them go. And I always have lots of different ideas on how to let go. Sometimes just admitting and facing up to something that we do is enough to let it go. Other times we need to do things like EFT tapping, emotion freedom technique tapping. And if you want more information on that, just pop me a message. I'm happy to share some more on that. Journaling, speaking things out, having a reading, just any kind of intuitive guidance that you like, opening up to your own guidance, your own messages. So these are all excellent ways of letting go. So with all of this, I wish you a wonderful week, and above all, let go of that idea of other people are better than you. Much love to you. Have a great week, and I'll be checking in with you next week. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.